Incoming message.
Okay, tomorrow morning, at exactly June 25th, 2026, the clock officially runs out. We are now less than 12 hours away from the starting gun firing on Capitol Hill. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're firmly putting on our geopolitical security analyst hats because we are looking at an event that represents an absolute institutional tipping point. Look, this isn't about blurry photos or late-night internet speculation anymore. This is about the absolute highest levels of the United States government converging in one room with a single explicitly stated purpose. We are literally less than 12 hours away from the Disclosure Forum 2026. Make no mistake, this is, without a doubt, the most significant institutional policy forum regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena in history. We're talking about a completely unprecedented gathering of political power, intelligence pedigree, and scientific rigor all getting ready to go on the public record. And you and I need to be ready to interpret exactly what it means when those doors finally open.
Okay, let's dive right into this structured breakdown. We're covering the historic venue for accountability, the institutional heavyweights, market impact on energy and tech, the tripolar arms race, managing societal disruption, and finally, forecasting legislative outcomes.
Section 1. Historic venue for accountability, the Kennedy Caucus Room.
Now, what's really interesting here is the physical location chosen for this forum. The Russell Senate Office Building is not just some random backdrop. It is a very deliberate message of constitutional oversight. The organizers are drawing an explicit structural parallel here. On one side, you have the Watergate investigation, an administration systematically deceiving the public and Congress and ultimately being forced into accountability by public hearings in this very room. On the other side, you have UAP programs. We have serious allegations from intelligence officials like David Grush of an executive branch apparatus systematically deceiving the public and Congress about programs funded with taxpayer money. The mechanisms of deception and the mechanisms required for accountability are virtually identical.
So, by choosing the Kennedy Caucus Room, the Disclosure Foundation is placing the UAP reckoning in explicit historical continuity with America's greatest inquiries. Think about it. This is the exact same room that hosted the Titanic hearings, the JFK assassination inquiry, the Iran-Contra hearings, when the very foundations of the American government's relationship with its people are shaken and hidden things must be reckoned with publicly. It happens right here. The institutional stakes are at maximum gravity.
Moving to Section 2, the institutional heavyweights. Bipartisan roster and objectives.
You know, the gravitas of this room is matched only by the people sitting inside it. This is a genuinely unprecedented gathering of institutional power. You've got Senator Mike Rounds and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand bringing deep armed services and intelligence oversight. Representative Anna Paulina Luna is driving the legislative declassification push. And critically, Christopher Mellon brings unparalleled insider context as the former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. I mean, these individuals possess incredibly high-level clearances. They have seen the classified data the public hasn't. This is designed to be a strictly impartial, bipartisan oversight operation.
And their shared mission goes way beyond just debating fuzzy videos. They have three primary objectives. First, mapping the official policy for how this information is handled. Second, defining the exact timeline for when it comes out. And third, establishing the constitutional framework for full transparency. Essentially, they're moving the institutional infrastructure past just random batch file releases and formally charting a concrete path to absolute disclosure.
Section 3. Market impact on energy and tech. The economic stakes. We really have to analyze this situation purely through the lens of macroeconomic shifts rather than just speculative science. Confirming non-human intelligence, or more specifically, reverse-engineered technology, instantly triggers transformative impacts across global markets. I mean, we're talking about severe, foundational disruption to the global energy sector if new propulsion or energy sources are revealed. We're looking at massive innovation mandates for the aerospace industry and an absolute reordering of defense contractor capabilities. To put it simply, disclosure is an incoming economic earthquake. Your markets, your portfolios, and your economic future are sitting directly in the blast radius.
Section 4. The tripolar arms race between the United States, China, and Russia. The forum features a second critical panel addressing foreign retrieval allegations, and the stakes here literally cannot be overstated. Just listen to this quote from Jordan Flowers, the executive director of the forum. A race to see who can reverse engineer this first, with extreme national security implications. From a strict security analyst perspective, this is a zero-sum game for asymmetrical military advantage. If those Pentagon files alleging that China and Russia are actively attempting to reverse engineer downed UAPs are accurate, then the country that cracks this technology first wins every single future conflict. Full stop.
Section 5. Managing Societal Disruption and the Institutional Context.
And this brilliantly illustrates why confirming non-human intelligence isn't just an economic or military event. It's a profound shock to human history. The forum is treating this as a strict institutional policy requirement. The core question for this panel is full UAP disclosure a single ripped Band-Aid event or a carefully managed process? We know the government has briefed religious leaders, and international bodies have updated their contact protocols. But who exactly manages that ontological shock? How do you institutionally regulate the religious and societal disruption of confirming we are not alone in the universe? Well, they're actively building the framework to manage this reality right now.
Section 6. Forecasting legislative outcomes. The ladder of probability.
So let's move to see how this builds. What can the public actually expect to see happen next? Let's look at the ladder of probability. Step 1, the most likely outcome, a formal policy framework recommending accelerated PURS releases and independent oversight. Moving up to Step 2, a medium probability, a joint legislative bill from heavyweights like Gillibrand and Rounds mandating full, unredacted release within a strictly defined timeline. That right there would be a legislative earthquake. And at the very top, Step 3, the low probability but absolute highest impact, an official whistleblower confirmation on the record that shifts the conversation permanently from unexplained to confirmed.
As these outcomes unfold, keep a really close eye on the intelligence veterans, specifically Christopher Mellon. He has chosen his moments incredibly carefully for 25 years. In the intelligence world, there is this powerful silence motif. He knows the classified programs inside and out. So often, what a high-level official intentionally chooses not to put on the public record is the most significant intelligence of all. Watch the gaps in his testimony.
So, the stage is completely set. The institutional heavyweights are in the room. The global, economic, and military stakes are perfectly clear. Which leaves us with this final massive question to consider as the clock ticks down. What happens tomorrow? Do we get a world-shifting announcement, hard-hitting new legislation, or a carefully managed nothing designed to just buy more time? The Disclosure Forum 2026 is about to begin. Keep your eyes open, and I'll see you next time as we continue to break down the facts.
Come to me, chickens! Cock-a-doodle-doo!